I'm grateful for that. And I'm, like we talked about in the beginning, I'm not a trend follower. I am authentically who I am. I'm not anything that I'm not supposed to be, and I will never pretend to be. So when people say, well, they said this about you, they said that about you, okay, that's fine. You know, whatever somebody decides that they want to say about me, that doesn't necessarily mean that I am that person. And one thing I am big on, I don't care what people call me. It's what I choose to answer to, is what I'm always going to answer to. And do you have a point where what you would consider a breaking point with working with someone, in a sense of, um I would say, lack of drive and lack of respect for self, because it self respect comes to play in a lot of things, and there's so many spaces now where I see people lack self respect that keeps them doing stuff that makes absolutely no sense. You know, I don't know. It's just certain things that I'm like, I think more of myself to even put myself in places and spaces to where it's not going to be beneficial in the long run. Do you have something like that that you feel for yourself, that you just not going to put yourself in a space to where people were going to look at you like, how could she do something like that?
Well, I will say this first, Triveda. Triveda, the biggest thing is that I applaud all of your discipline. I applaud all of your not allowing people to tell you who you are and you stepping into being Triveda Harris and
Yeah.
not concerned with what anyone else was thinking, saying, or how they felt about what you were going to do for your purpose in life. So that
Thank
I definitely want to applaud that moment.
you.
I always respect as well as celebrate growth and celebrate excellence. And that is an excellent statement, an excellent mindset. Now,
Thank
to the question that was asked. Now, for me personally, I am a firm believer in being authentically who I am.
you.
I
Hmm.
do, I have, for me, self care is really about boundaries,
Hmm.
setting clear boundaries with me. And that allows me to set clear boundaries with people external of myself. So
Hmm.
I don't put myself in spaces or places that don't align with me.
Exactly.
So, and I'll say this: like, I'm a person who I don't drink, never drank. Let's take it this. We're not gonna take it like I stopped drinking yesterday. I have had two drinks. I've had two drinks my whole life,
Okay. Okay.
and one of those drinks I don't even remember what happened, and it was over.
Oh Lord.
So I'm not a drinker. One, I don't drink. I don't drink because I don't like the smell of alcohol.
Okay.
So by me not liking the smell of it, I don't do things as if I want to say this: why I don't believe in being a trendsetter. I mean, I'm being part of the trend, because
Hmm.
the people who are unique make the trend.
Exactly.
So I consider myself a trendsetter.
Okay. Better. Yes.
So if I'm a trendsetter, I can't follow
The
other
trend.
people's trend. What I can do
Exactly.
is look at information and see how that